How's it going, guys? Back with another video. This one's just a quick one about if you are stuck in your current position or construction job, you just need to sort of just hang in there. There's a lot of awkward people you're going to be working with. In my experience, I've worked with a lot of nasty people. So I'm going to sort of talk about, how you can sort of keep yourself positive. So if you are struggling, don't worry. There are ways you can sort of deal with these situations. Me personally, I've done martial arts. I find that's a very good outlet. So if you are stressing about things, find a martial arts club. I do jiu-jitsu, MMA, and that helps you get your aggression out. Because a lot of people at work, they're under a lot of pressure, so they'll tend to sort of push that onto you. Try not to take it personal. A lot of times people have things going on in their own lives. So don't have the victim mentality, just think, okay, it's not me. That other person is having a hard time, but they're venting in the wrong way. One other thing I've found that's really helped me is I do yoga as well. It's not just to help with mental health, it's actually helped me with injuries. So over the years I've picked up really bad injuries. I slipped a disc in my back, and that was from lifting manhole covers working for Thames Water. So I'm going to change arms, getting tired with that one. And I was in absolute agony. I had to go and see a physio for over the course of a month. I was going to see a Chinese doctor to straighten out my spine. But what that did is got me into the habit of doing yoga and keep myself supple. So you'll find that actually helps your mind. It helps you stay calm when someone's dealing with stress or they're putting it on you, because it means you're sort of mentally sort of tougher to deal with that awkward person. So yeah, if you're feeling stuck, you need to take you've got to take action into your own hands. So you need to look after your mental health. Don't drink so much. I used to drink a lot when I was younger, so during the week I'd have a few beers, and then the weekends sort of binge drinking. I pretty much knocked it on the head, and I have to say I don't feel depressed or anything these days. But when I was younger, I think from my bad habits and things like that, I used to feel quite depressed. But now, because I'm quite focused, I'm able to do the training. I'm doing my yoga and also doing body weight training. This also helps you when you're feeling stuck, or you've got someone who's giving you crap when you're working at a job you don't like. It'll help you control your aggression so you don't take it out. Because I've seen a lot of people have really bad outbursts. They kick off, and then they're like, fuck this job, I want to go and find another one. But what they're not really addressing is their themselves. They're not sorting out their own stresses. So don't let a horrible person at your work sort of define you. And also make sure that if you're going to be dealing with someone who's really awkward, that you're prepared for it. Another thing you can do is box breathing. So when you breathe in for 4 and then you breathe out for 4, I'll tell you that really helps calm you down. I was in a situation where I worked with a colleague who absolutely hated my guts. This woman, she did not like me, and you can pick up the energy on people. So I walk into the room we had to work in, and this person basically complained about so many people in the work environment, and I just so happened to be the next victim. She was trying to make complaints and sort of threats against me. But what I did do is I just kept myself calm. I was just breathing very slow, and I found this sort of approach really helped me when dealing with awkward people. She subsequently went to another depot, and she was causing more problems there as well. And then eventually she sort of left the business because there was no one else for her to try and victimize. So you'll find you'll become a victim, but don't feel like you are a victim, because you're in control of the stresses that are going on around you. Okay, so enough of dealing with toxic and horrible people. What you want to do is try and find a job where people will sort of try and help rise each other up. And that can be quite tough, because you don't know what you're going to walk into when you find a new job. Ultimately, you don't want to keep changing jobs every 6 months. So this is another reason why learn a completely different industry like I have, IT and tech, and from there you build the skills so you could potentially sort of leave the building environment and work with a completely different culture. The sad thing is, a lot of people get stuck and they think, oh, I can't do anything else, because they may have failed at school. I didn't do very well when I was at school. I had learning difficulties, And it took me a while to sort of learn things. I think just a lot of the subjects I was learning at school just really weren't for me. So yeah, I just definitely didn't have a good time when I was at school. I've learned heck of a lot more since I've left school, and this has just been off my own back. Yeah, another thing, work is very difficult, but if you have awkward work colleagues, like I was saying, like I've had to deal with some awkward people myself over the years, that's an extra stress on top of the stress that you've already got. And it's not, you start thinking, is it me? But no, it's not you, it's just the people you're working with. They're having problems at home, but don't feel like it's you. It's definitely not you, it's them. So yeah, you do feel stuck, and it's very sad that you've got to work with people like that. A lot of these people are emotionally immature, so they're acting like children, and they take their aggression out on other people. What you need to do is find an outlet, start training, do some kind of martial arts like I've been doing for many years. I've done martial arts for most of my life, and it's helped me stay calm when I've been dealing with not just awkward people, situations in work. It helps you sort of stay accountable. So if you can sort of train, you can do hard things like that, then generally you'll be able to sort of put up with hard people or awkward people at work or hard situations. So yeah, it's another one. Don't feel like you're stuck. There's ways you can sort of work to get out of that. You can find a martial arts club, or do some yoga at home. Yeah, because I only do like 10 to 20 minutes of yoga, but that helps me when I'm feeling stressed, or if I've got some back injuries like coming on, or my knees are aching me. I found that's definitely helped. So yeah, it's just another quick video. So if you are watching and you're dealing with really awkward people, put in the comments, let me know what sort of situations you're dealing with and the type of people you're dealing with. Be good to hear, because I don't think I'm alone on this subject. And also, don't feel like a victim. Let me know in the comments. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.